We're going to start with a demonstration of how the Pico cooler works. So we're going to start with how can we unlock the cooler. Remember that we have two different ways to get inside of the cooler and unlock the cooler. The first one will be the Pico device, and the second one will be the Zero Wireless app. Just a quick summary, remember that we have these different ways because the system works as a master slave, and the master always will be the Pico device. So, taking that in mind, we're gonna start. In the Pico screen, we have to click and unlock the cabinet. Once we get inside here, we have to click over 365, and it's gonna show us the next screen. We have to put the secret code that will be provided to us to the technicians, and then it shows the screen with the setup settings. Remember, this one it's preset, so that says that it's already connected to a LAN network. If you doesn't have it, you have to set up that. How do you do that? You have to click and start setup up. It's gonna take a while, and it will show you these three different options. You have to click on connect to the Wi-Fi network, and then you start the normal process to connect an Android device to the network. So, saying that, we get it back again to this screen. We get to unlock 365. We get next step, and then we're gonna see the options to unlock and lock the cooler. So I'm gonna unlock the cooler. It's completely unlocked, and then once we get the door again back, it's completely an automatic lock. And this is because the system is preset to normally close it, right? So I'm gonna look it again, and it's completely unlocked. So this is the way that we unlock it in the 365 device. Okay, so next way to unlock the cooler. This has two different ways. When we are in the NAMA process, we need to unlock with the cell phone because the Pico device will not longer be available to unlock the cooler. But in the other hand, we need to use the Zero Wireless app to unlock the cooler. So we are gonna get inside and start scanning the coolers that are around the place, and it will show us the next cooler will be used to open. If you are not sure if this MAC address is the one for your cooler, how do you can make sure of this and review it? So if you open the cooler, you will see a label inside here that will show you the specific MAC address for the cooler. So now I already know that this is the one that ends with 2F. I'm gonna connect with the cooler, and it will show you the screen that this device is connected, and you can be unlock the lock. And once you close it, you will need to lock the lock. It's completely locked. It took several seconds, not more. Right, last but not least, we're gonna talk about the safety mode. There is a mode that we work and create in agreement with 365. That is the one that it's related to the NAMA protocol. You know, this safety mode displays once the system recognizes that inside of the cooler the temperature is under 25 degrees, right? So if that temperature reach, it's saying that something inside is not cooling down enough. So the technician, the Imbera technician, needs to go to the place and review the refrigeration system. So if you can see here, the cabinet is saying cabinet safety checks have failed. Please review with an operator. So if we try to unlock the cooler, once this message is displayed, you will not be able to unlock the cooler with the 365 device. Let's see it. So as you can see, the unlock and lock settings are completely disabled. So what we need to do to unlock the cooler? So we have to use the Zero Wireless app in order to review and see what is happening inside of the cooler. So the technician comes, review the MAC address of the cooler, connect with the cooler, and we are gonna review what is happening inside because this will not allow us to get inside. So we are connecting. Now that we are connecting, we unlock the cooler. So that will say that the technician will review what is happening inside, put it again the cooler to work, and then when we close it again and we lock with the Zero Wireless app, that will say that everything is okay, the technician do their job. So if we come back to the 365 device, we will try to unlock it. And now we can see that the settings are okay, are available again, so we can unlock from the 365 device and lock it again. How do we install this? Remember that we have 3 different cables. That is the communication cable, energy cable, and the antenna cable. So pretty much it's really simple. Remember that we have to plug each cable on their side. Once we have that plugged, we have this system. What we need to do, so put it here, get up, and then here's a small screw that it needs to be screwed. So pretty much is that, and the device is ready to go. Listo. Right, so let's talk about the emergency maintenance door opening system. So this one is placed in the bottom right part of your front of the cooler, that is inside of the louver. So it will be 3 different switches. The first switch is used to turn on and off the whole refrigeration system. So if you turn this on, you will be getting on the complete cooler, that is the light, the refrigeration system, and both fan motors. And the second, it's just related to the South lock. If you need to open the South lock and you don't have the Pico device, or something is wrong and you are not able to open it with this device or the cell phone app, you need to click on the switch and push the mechanical button. This will allow you to open the door, and you can review everything that you need to review it, right? Once you finish the things that you are doing with the cooler, you will need to turn it off again, and then if you try to put it, you will not be able to unlock the door, right? So there's another things that you need to see. If this is something that is not working on, you need to review if your battery has energy or it's completely draining off, right? So we're gonna talk about the alignment with the South lock and the striker, right? This is really important because this is one of the steps that we need to do to ensure a good and a strength close self-close system. So the first thing that we need to see is if the South lock and the striker are completely aligned. The internal striker of the lock and the door striker will need to be completely aligned in order that when the door comes close, this one will push it against the lock, right? So this is really important to see, and how you can see it, it's pretty much at the halfway of the both strikers. And the other thing that we need to see and ensure, we are not pretty sure how long your cooler will be placed in the field, so you need to review and see if we are using the latest striker, right? And you can see here the most difference. I'm going to show you the width difference in another screen, right? So